Hello everyone, welcome back to our session. In this video, we are going to solve some of the problems on compound interest. In the last video, we covered the basic concept of compound interest. Based on that, we are going to solve a few questions on compound interest. Let's see first question. Yeah, find compound interest on 6,250 rupees at 8% per annum for 2 years. Here, if you observe, we need to find compound interest. Okay, we need to find compound interest. Let me teach you, as this was the first question. Okay, we'll try to solve it in two different ways. Okay, you can understand which method will be better. Okay, and which will save your time. Okay, now here, what is the principal amount? Principal amount given it as 6,250 rupees. Correct. Now, what is the rate of interest given? Rate of interest is 8%. What is the value of n given? 2 years. Okay, what we need to find? Compound interest. Okay, we already know that formula for calculating total amount. Okay, what is the total amount formula? P into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. Okay, this is what the total amount formula. Okay, now we'll try to substitute. Almost we know every value. 6,250 into 1 plus 8 divided by 100 whole power how many years? 2 years. Correct. Next, here which value it will go? Here 4 table. Okay, 4 2 times is 8, 4 25 times is 100. Correct. Now 6,250 into here 21 plus 2 by 25. Okay, if I will convert it to the single fraction, 25 plus 2 is 27. 27 divided by 25 whole square. Okay, next 6,250 into 27 square. 27 square is 729 divided by 25 square is 625. Okay, so this is what the final, and 625 10 times is 6,250. Okay, so final amount is 729 into 10 means 7,290. What is this 7,290? Is it compound interest? No, it is total amount. Okay, total amount means in this total amount, principal amount is present and interest is also present. Correct. Already we discussed the same thing. Okay. Now, if how you will get interest, either it may be simple interest or compound interest. In the question they have asked compound interest. How you will get this interest? Okay, when you subtract principal amount from total amount. What is principal amount? 6,250. 7,290 is total amount minus principal amount will gives you 7,290 minus 6,250. Here 1,040. Okay, so 1,040 rupees is compound interest. This is how we can solve by using formula. But all these calculations, is that really required in exam? If you solve it in many steps, you will not get more marks in exam. Correct. So what finally we want is the correct answer. So instead of following this approach, of course this is also correct, but we need to save our time based on our calculations. Now see here, I'm going to tell you without using this formula. Okay, now how we can solve the same? Okay, rate of interest is 8%, number of years is 2 years. Now if you observe simple interest, okay, simple interest means how we used to calculate 8 into 2, which is equals to 16%. What is the 16%? Means simple interest. Now similarly compound interest, okay, in the concept we discussed 2 years, right? So 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 16. This is simple interest. Okay, 8 plus 8 is 16. This is simple interest. Now, compound interest is slightly greater than simple interest, correct? How it will be? Here, actually, formula is A plus B plus AB by 100. We already discussed about this formula in the concept. Okay, A is nothing but 8, B is nothing but 8. Why we have taken two variables means 2 years. Okay, now AB, 8 into 8, 64. 64 by 100. That's it. Okay, here 16.64% is compound interest. Okay, 16.64% is compound interest. What is the principal amount? 6,250. Now what we need to find? 16.64 percentage of 6,250. That will gives you final answer. Okay, now I will tell you the simplest way to calculate this also. You may feel that, sir, how we can calculate 16.64% of 6,250. Now if you observe this percentage, we can convert it into fractions. Now 16.64, can I write it as 1 by 6? What is 1 by 6 means? 16.66, correct? Okay, but it is 64. We can take it as slightly approximate value. 1 by 6 can also be written as 16.66. Actually 1 by 6 fraction is nothing but 6.66%. Now 1 by 6 of 6,250, it will be easy for us, right? So rather than calculating 16.64, okay, this conversion of percentage to fraction concept is very helpful, and this is very useful to calculate in a better way. Okay, now here 6 1 times is 6. Now 6 4 times is 24 and 10. Okay, 6 again, 6 1 time is 6 point something you will get. Okay, now 1041 point, let us consider 6. Okay, now why we are getting extra value means here actual value we need to find it as 16.64. We have taken it as 16.66 approximate value. Okay, that's the reason we got 1041 rupees. But if you observe the options, which is very close to 1041 is 1040. So we can easily select this option. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Now from now, whatever the questions we are going to solve, we are not going to use any formulas here. Direct approach to calculate compound interest problems. Okay, now let's see this question. A sum becomes 2,916 in 2 years at 8% per annum compound interest. The sum is, okay, first you need to understand what are the given values. The sum becomes 2,916 means sum in the sense principal amount. Now principal amount, whatever it is, we don't know what is principal amount. Principal amount becomes 2,916 in 2 years means whatever 2,916 is nothing but amount. Okay, amount. Okay, in 2 years 8% per annum compound interest. Find the sum means principal amount we need to find. Okay, what they have given is amount is given. Amount means principal amount plus interest, correct? Now here what is amount given? 2,916 rupees. Okay, in this principal amount we need to find. Okay, principal amount we need to find, and interest it can be easy for us to understand or calculate interest value because we know number of years and rate of interest. Okay, how I can calculate what will be the compound interest? Compound interest means 8 plus 8 plus 64 by 100, so 16.64%. Now if you observe interest, we got it as 16.64%, correct? Now what is principal amount? Principal amount is 100%, correct? Okay, now if you observe these two values, okay, already we know that here principal amount we need to find, interest 16.64 we got, and total amount value is given. Now can I say the total amount is nothing but, okay, principal amount plus interest. What is principal amount? 100 plus what is interest? Compound interest 16.64. What is total amount? Can I write it as 116.64%? 116.64%. Now it will be easy. 116.64% is nothing but amount. What is the value given? 2916. Okay, now what we need to find? Principal amount. Principal amount means 100% is how much? Just cross multiply the value. Okay, here how you will get compound interest means, which is equals to cross multiply 2916 into 100 divided by 116.64. If you do this calculation, very simple. Okay, so you will get answer with exact value. Okay, and if you want, you can go with approximate value as well. If you don't want to calculate these, you just observe options. Okay, here 2,750, here 2,500, 2,600, 2,560. Okay, no options are very closer, but we know that compound interest is slightly greater than simple interest. Even if you will calculate what is 16%, okay, how simple interest will be calculated? N into R. R is nothing but 8, N is nothing but 2. 16%. If 100% is 2,916, what is 16%? Okay, you can take approximate value as well. If you calculate these values, and also the basic calculator will be available on the screen, so you can just cross multiply with a single step. Here answer, what is that answer you will get? Exact value is 2,500. You just try to calculate it. Answer is option B. Okay, and I hope you understood what we are doing here. Only step is it depends on the number of years as well as rate of interest. Okay, we'll go with the next question. Yes, this question was asked in previous SSC exam. Okay, a man deposited 6,000 rupees in a bank at 5% per annum, simple interest. Another man deposited 5,000 at 8% per annum, compound interest. After 2 years, the difference of their interest will be. Actually, this question is a combination of simple interest and compound interest, but it's quite easy to understand. Now here a man deposited 6,000 rupees at 5% per annum, okay, on simple interest. Okay, we know simple interest we can calculate within 10 seconds. Okay, now another person deposited 5,000 rupees at 8% per annum. Interest rate got changed on compound interest. Okay, here two set of questions. Okay, the combination of simple interest and compound interest. But what is the time period? 2 years for both the conditions. Even simple interest for 2 years, compound interest for 2 years. After 2 years, what will be the difference of their interest? Only thing, you just need to calculate what is simple interest after 2 years, compound interest after 2 years. You just take the difference. That's it. Okay, now we'll calculate under simple interest. Rate of interest is 5%, principal amount is 6,000 rupees, and number of years is 2 years. Okay, do you know how to calculate what will be the simple interest n? I already told you the simplest way to calculate simple interest means n into r. Okay, n into r. What is 5 into 2? 10. What is 10% of 6,000? What is 10% of 6,000? 100% is 6,000, 10% is 600. That's it. We calculated simple interest within 10 seconds. Half of our answer is done. Okay, now only part left out is we need to calculate compound interest, okay, for 2 years. Okay, now for compound interest, principal amount is 5,000, rate of interest is 8%, number of years is 2 years. Okay, now for 2 years means here compound interest is 8 plus 64 by 100, which is nothing but 16.64%. Okay, now what is 16.64 percentage of 5,000? I already told you this, we can take it as approximate value as 1 by 6. Okay, 1 by 6 is nothing but 16.64% into 5,000. Okay, now what is 1 by 6 of 5,000? 1 by 6 of 5,000 we can calculate easily rather than 16.64%. Correct. So here 6 8 times is 48, 20, 6 3 times is 18, again 2 reminder, again 6 3 times is 18 point. Okay, you will get 833 point something. Okay, don't waste time to calculate exact values. Okay, if you observe values, if you observe options, okay, what is 833? Actually here it is not exactly 833, it may be something slightly less than, because here we consider it as 166, but we will not get any wrong answer even if you will consider approximate. Okay, what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? That's what the question. What is 833 minus 600? What is 833 minus 600? It is 233. So check with the options. Which option is 233 or nearest value? Here 232. And I will tell you the reason why we got one more than 232. Actually 233. How we got 233? Here we consider it as 1 by 6. What is 1 by 6? 16.66. If you observe here 16.64 we need to calculate. We are calculating 16.66. For sure our answer will be very slightly greater than the exact value. So that's the reason we got one more. That's it. Okay, and I hope you understood this question, and I hope you understood the process what we are doing here. If you apply this process, it will take very less time to solve even questions from compound interest, and rather than remembering all the formulas and complex calculations as well. Okay, so this video will help you to find the problems on compound interest in an easiest way. Okay, thank you everyone.